It's not live yet.
You are live.
Welcome back.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Almost Entertaining.
Yes, sir. What episode is it? 39, I think. I think we're on episode 39. We're going to bring back a guest that not everybody was able to see because there was some controversial stuff, I guess.
There's some controversial stuff going down on the bottom of our screen right now, too.
Yeah, let's take that off.
Yeah, why don't we take that off, Mark?
What banner? Yeah, that was my fault.
Well, we know. We know.
It's always my fault.
That's a great way to intro the show, though. Just right off the bat, just let them know what we're all about.
Apparently, this is episode 38, not 39. Unfortunately, since I'm kind of a silly guy. See,
we've also gone through half episodes and
Nah, man.
We disregard those ones.
So what's everybody been up to? You been working, Mark? Paul, you got a busy work week?
I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second.
All right. So anyways, we're having the skateboarding barber. You can probably see it in the title. Recently had a video go viral. 30 million or over 20 million on Instagram, which is super awesome. We're about to have him back. Last time we had him on, we got into some weird topics, and he had one of his sponsor collaborators suggested maybe we remove the episode.
Just take it down. We'll still support you, but maybe that's not the way to do it. Which is funny because the topics were hilarious and just comedic and on time for the situations that happen. So,
yeah.
But respectfully, he asked for us to take it down.
Yeah. So we took it down. We'll have him back on. We got a lot to talk about because last time we were on there, he hadn't nearly got as much exposure as he's having lately. So
sorry, guys. Something's going wrong with my computer. Technical issues. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it seems fine. Is it good now?
Yeah, it's good now, but that's why I had to leave for a minute. Sorry.
Oh, what happened?
It started playing something. That video that
I just waiting for it. Just waiting for it.
Baited him into it. All right, let's bring on the guest.
Perfect.
Everybody, please give a big round of applause for our friend Derrick Asher, also known as Skateboarding Barber. I like to call him Booger, the term of endearment. He's a great guy. And you guys are going to get to meet him too.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for
do you
back.
Have people that still call you Booger, or are you trying to get away from that?
No, it's totally cool. Everybody in California that skates calls me Booger. From Manteca and Stockton, Modesto, Lathrop. Everybody out there knows me as Booger.
Yep.
Here in Florida, I'm known as Derrick. But sometimes people know me as a skateboarding barber. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, especially more and more lately.
Dude, yeah, it's cool.
And I know you as the skateboarding barber / rapper.
Oh yes. Yeah, we have a couple songs together.
Oh, did you upload some of those, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're ready to go whenever you guys are ready for that.
Dang.
Maybe we'll play some later.
Yeah.
So this episode of Almost Entertaining, the title says episode 39, but technically it's episode 38 because we had 2 episode 36s. And that's because I'm in charge of titling all the stinking episodes. So
nice.
But today I had plenty of time, so there's really no excuse, you know what I mean? But we made it happen. So
the funny thing is 3 years ago on my Facebook memories, that's when we took our first break. It was just shit. Something happened and we're just all right, we're not gonna be back. And then we brought it back. And so brought it back full force.
Did we quit? Did we quit twice?
I think so.
Once. Oh, really? Twice?
I think we took a small break once and then a big break.
We're in it for life now.
Oh, yeah. It's too late now. We've almost hit. We're creeping up on 40, 50 episodes, dude. It's crazy. We're gonna have to get a Patreon set up.
So which
Sick.
video? What's the biggest video right now, blowing up?
The one that that's blown up now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Booger. I'll pull it up.
It's the block top haircut.
Is that what?
Oh,
it is?
okay.
That's what I call. There's no tail on it really, so maybe if I do it again, I'll have it longer and call that one the tail block. But I figured this one would be cool to call the block top, and it's inspired by Minecraft.
Dude, sick, dude. We'll have to start including block top in the like the damn it, like the titles and stuff. You know, like all of the, what do they call it? The metadata in the video.
Yeah. I heard a lot of people call it a bunch of different stuff, but it's called the block top.
What have you heard? What's some of the funniest ones?
Well, you know, they call it the block. They call it the new Edgar or the white Edgar. They call it what else? They say it's like the new version of the llama haircut.
What did Snoop Dogg call it, or what did he comment?
Snoop just posted he posted it on his page with the emoji eyes, like, "Hey, check this out." You know what I'm saying? And Jack Black commented. He said, "The dog father has spoken."
Yeah.
That's so sick.
I think he said, like, "Would you get this or would you do this or something?"
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
He said something like, you know, he acknowledged it, which was cool.
Yeah.
I really don't know what he said. I was just excited that he had posted it.
He's like, "Oh,
yeah."
And then we were like talking about it too, like,
dude, we were talking about it, and then literally 5 minutes later, I'm checking on Instagram, and I see Snoop's name, and then I see me, and I'm like, oh, there must be a glitch. So I refresh it, and it's like, nah, dude, it's really on Snoop's page. And then that's when we're on the phone. And I'm like, dude, you even said we were just talking about this.
Yeah,
That's
because like
awesome.
I was like, he reposted it. You're like, yeah, he did. And I was like, boom, I hit record. I like started screen recording like right away. I was like, oh, dude, we got to capture this moment, dude, as much as we can, dude.
So when he reposted it, did it blow it up more?
I just, oh yeah. Snoop's page got like 7 million right now.
I think I can pull it up.
You know, he just did the remix. So that way, you know, I still got credit, which is cool.
Hell yeah.
Do you would you say that's like the first original white haircut? Like I don't know. I came on without a hat to ask you as a barber, what would I do with this mess? And you came up with the block cut. He was going to prom, right? This kid?
Well, the
Tim,
rumor
you're
has it
muted.
he's going to prom.
Oh,
But
okay.
he's actually like a grown man.
Oh,
So I think he's gonna be one of the chaperones, or like, you know, one of the people like bouncing or something.
A bouncer at the prom, dude. I don't
He's
want to
the
go to that prom.
no alcohol.
Dude, bro, it was in Stockton, you know.
Don't spike the punch.
Don't spike the punch. Let me see. Snoop Dogg, Instagram.
Beer actually looks good right now.
Dude, I would say the original white person haircut would be a bowl cut and mullet.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
hard. They look like a jellyfish. You know, just majestic.
the bowl cut mullet.
So my younger brother, they did bowl cut, long in the back, and so every time he was like
There it is.
probably 6 years old at the time, and so anytime I was like watching him, and they're like, "Oh, what's your little sister's name?" I was just like, "Oh, that's my brother." But it was
Kyle?
hilarious. Yeah, every time I was just like, "Oh, that's a dude." But
Been there.
because he had the long haircut in the back. You're just like, "Oh, what's her name?" It's like, "Oh, that's my little brother, Kyle."
So Snoop reposted it. Got 164,000 likes and 7,000 comments.
Damn.
He
Look
said,
at that. That is amazing.
what did he put? Oh, who's next? That's what he commented was who's next.
Hopefully Snoop. Let's get it, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
Snoop
right.
Lion.
Snoop way too cool for that, bruh. Like hell nah. You know what I mean, bro? So yeah, if you guys are watching this, we don't have nobody in here right now. That's wild. Is
Yeah.
it because we're on time and they're like, oh, those guys aren't gonna start on time?
Yeah, probably, or they just wait to watch it later.
I know buddy Ryan, I saw him yesterday. He's like, what the hell, when's the next? You know I watched, dude. I'm like, oh dang, I didn't know. My
Yeah,
bad.
I was watching your guys' stuff on Facebook.
On Facebook, right? Yeah, see.
Yeah, from Mark's page.
I'm gonna
Mark
share
Lang.
it on my page live right now.
I don't do any of that. Tim does all that for me as well. So I know Tim has talked about like he's your manager now, right?
Yeah, he is. So if anybody has any ideas, they need to go to Tim.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he does the same thing for Almost Entertaining, my page.
Every one of us.
Yeah. It's easy. So much. It's so easy.
I know you make it look so hard. I don't get it.
I know. I try to make it really hard because I don't want anybody else to learn how to do it. So I'm just like, oh no, it's super easy. I'll just do it. Don't even worry about it. I don't want no one else to learn this skill because it might like actually free up some of my time and I could do like other things. But
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
It's the last thing you want.
it's the last thing I
Well,
want.
then you can talk shit. Then you just be like, damn it, you guys actually figured this out.
See,
I have other
popular
things to do.
misconception is I don't particularly prefer talking shit. I like to be like laughing most of the time if possible. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Man. So, dude, after the videos went viral, like, tell me, like, I kind of know, but like, tell the audience and these guys, like, what are you feeling, bro? Like, what was was it 1 million, 2 million before you were like, holy shit?
Yeah, dude,
Wait,
what were you saying?
One little thing. How many millions is it at now?
It's over 30 million on TikTok, and not just TikTok, but like you add
Damn.
Instagram, TikTok,
Everything together.
Like
everything
on the
together is
internet.
over 30 million.
Damn, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's
Thank
great.
you. Thank
It's
you.
fucking
So,
cool.
all right. So I didn't even do anything different than just cutting like I always do. Right. I was just posting my videos like I always post my videos. I was just like, oh, it's gonna be a cool cut. Posted it, and then that night went to sleep. And before I went to sleep, it was like probably had like 10,000 views or something. And I'm like, dang, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like, yeah.
And then I go to sleep, and then I wake up, and then I'm at like 200,000 views.
And this is
And
on
throughout-
Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then throughout the day, it just starts picking up on Instagram. Then it gets to like 1 million. I'm like, oh my God.
And this is
And
the
before you
second
know-
day?
Yeah.
Day 2 and is at 1 million on Instagram? That's crazy.
Bro, it's only been, I think, 9 days so far, 10 days now, because I dropped it on the 30th.
Damn. That's awesome.
So it just kept multiplying, and then forgot how many I had, but when Snoop posted it, it was like I watched our numbers grow together, and I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah, dude. It was tight.
That's so cool.
It was
Yeah.
like it like hit that million fast, but then it was kind of like slow, and then all of a sudden it went doo, and like took off, dude.
Yeah,
Seemed like it.
and then so yeah, I've just been at the barbershop. It's been kind of slow. I've just been filling out job applications on Indeed.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man. We got to get more traffic over to the shop, dude. Like that's what Booger and I have been trying to scheme, like figure out how do we use this attention to draw actual customers to the shop. You know what I mean? So
Well,
that's what
Let's name drop the shop right now.
yeah, Grimsman. I actually have a That's
You're
where
back,
I'm at.
You're back.
I'm actually there right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I flew to Florida for tonight's episode. Booger didn't know I was coming, so
Yeah, surprise.
yeah, it'll take me a second here. I'll try to upload it real quick. But yeah, the Grimsman is the shop. Actually, I could just pull it up on here. Let me just do this.
Cool hexagons on the ceiling.
It's like those lights.
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
those.
that's my boy Keith. Keith is
Cool
the
lights.
owner. Keith put up all the lights. Those are all his like that's all his art stuff right there. My skateboards, but his art, that's his station. So that's where Keith cuts. I cut to it would be the left of Timo.
Okay.
Boom. So here's the shop right here. So what do your sponsors say when they seen the video?
What'd they say?
Dude,
Congrats.
what Don Juan say?
Congrats, man. That's cool.
Didn't they like get on you about not wearing the? Because like in this one right here, you got the Don Juan smock.
Yeah. Well, no, because like I said, it was just another day of me filming normal, and
Yeah.
that cape I had was in the washer.
Okay.
The Don Juan cape you saw him wearing.
Yeah.
So it was in the washer here at my house, and I ended up just using Keith's cape. I threw it on, did the haircut, and then after Don Juan was like, "What happened to the cape, bro?" I was like, "Ah, dude, it was in the washing machine."
So
You're
you
like,
do
I didn't
full-
know it was gonna get 30 million.
Yeah, I would have dressed up a little nicer. I would have
Yeah,
shown my
right.
face a little more.
Show
Dude,
your
I would have put
face
my face
more.
in a whole lot more. I would have put my music on there.
Yeah, put some more
I
like
put one of our
gear.
new songs on that thing.
Yeah,
Or
If I
some
right.
knew, if I knew what was gonna happen, I said, man,
Right.
let me arrange this to what I want to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not what I wanted. It was what the people wanted, and they wanted the
Right.
Minecraft haircut.
Exactly.
Hey, dude, it's not just that. The thing is, bro, you've been consistently posting. You know what I mean? Like you're always posting. You're always being like creative. You're doing different types of. You do like your skits. You're like serious, just like this one. So I think really, dude, it's like everything lined up. But if you had just like started an Instagram, posted that video, I don't really think it would have went as viral. You know. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, didn't the dude that let you do it? Didn't he get a video too? Is his video going crazy too, or no?
No, I think he got a video, and his two brothers got a video. It's the homie. So I did it on Gunner, and his homie, or not his homie, it's my homie, Damien. Damien filmed a clip, and Benji filmed a clip.
And those
So
clips aren't going viral.
I have no idea, bro. I've been trying to reply to everybody that's left comments. I try to leave likes on everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? I try to go to their page and show them some love.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah,
I've been too busy to try to look at other people's stuff right now. I'm like, man, I'm
You're just
like,
trying to keep this going.
yeah, I'm just trying to show people love. It feels good. People showing me love, so I want to, show them
Hell
some love
yeah.
back too.
hell
yeah.
yeah, dude. That's what's up, dude. I can't believe, dude. How many comments does it have? Like 100, like thousands and thousands, right?
Comments? I think there's like 20,000.
Damn, dude. And a lot of them are just the word Minecraft, which trips me out. I go in there and I'm like, people just comment Minecraft.
You know
I
what I
wonder-
love is I love when people say la 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 lava chicken lava chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I got so
Or they
tired of that
say
song those first couple days.
they post that chicken jockey meme.
Mm-hmm.
I've never even
Chicken
seen the movie.
jockey.
I've
So
never seen the movie, and I love that part.
Me either. So the boys next door went. They were running around for like 2 weeks, dude. Anytime somebody say chicken, they're like chicken jockey. I'm like, what the hell is happening, dude? What is this?
Hey,
So
this one got a little good traction.
This one right
This
here?
video, yeah, like that one was a good. So to me, this one was a good one before I blew up.
Because it was outside, you think? Because is that why?
But I don't know. I think because the parting and like it's you can see what I'm doing. So if you're trying to learn, it really helps. The angle and stuff.
Do you think that thumbnails are really important?
Oh yeah,
Because I think
but
so
again,
too.
yeah, thumbnail's good. But if you already have a good following, people don't care about thumbnail. They just want to see the content.
See, and that's the thing, dude. Everything that like lined up, because like you have a curated audience. Now we just got to get you to go viral skateboarding.
Oh, that's on the barbershop's page, huh?
Yeah, that's the Grimsman's page. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's all you though. You
That's
you
Tony
run the
T.
page.
That's Tony Trujillo right there with the tattoo on his face.
Oh shoot,
He rides for Vans, shoes, anti-hero
that's not.
skateboards, independent trucks, Spitfire wheels. Dude was skater of the year. In all
That's
the
not
Trans
Tony.
World Thrasher
in like
videos.
2001 though, right?
Yeah. OG, bro.
Because I remember that's when Andrew Burton was riding.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I didn't even
We talked about
recognize
Burton.
him.
Yeah, and that dude, kind of a prima donna, kind of a dick.
He
If
looks
I
He was
so
hella
remember.
different.
cool.
Was he?
I liked
was
him.
was he nice to you?
He was hella nice.
He was
Yeah.
hella nice to me too. We hung out all the time, dude, back in the day at the Robert house.
Andrew was cool, but he was on drugs, so I don't know what he's
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, yeah, just when I met him, because I remember going to like thrasher parties and stuff, and I was, he was just like he like would show up in a cape and with girls
Bro.
on his arms.
So
and-
Hollywood, just all
Yeah,
Hollywooded
dude.
out.
Of course, I would
That's
be
so
too. What are you
sick.
talking about? So sick, dude. I would have hella done the same thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
guess-
crazy because he toured. Tony Trujillo and Andrew, they toured. I remember when he was
Yeah.
living with me when he took off, but I think it wasn't Anti-Hero. I think it was Addiction skateboards.
No, it was anti-hair.
No, he was on Anti-Hero because he was on Addiction with Frank and that other dude, Tony Loco.
Oh yeah, Tony Loco. See, Mark, I think you're thinking that I'm thinking too. Tony Loco and this guy are not the same people.
No, this dude
No,
was on Anti-Hero when Burton was on
Trujillo,
Anti-Hero.
I remember him. So when Andrew competed in the best trick competition, that's when Jake Phelps was just like, "Who's this kid?" And so it was kind of like a popularity.
Dude,
contest.
Andrew is one of my all-time favorite skateboarders.
Yeah.
Hands down, out of anywhere I've been, out of
It's so
all the
much
states
style,
I've been
bro.
to, he's one of the best, bro. Like I still imitate him in my head when I'm skating around, like, dude, hello and tucked, like Cardiel, with the dickies, and he got the button up,
Dude, I
the
talk to
beanie.
Brandon Yamashita pretty often, and dude,
Yeah.
he says the same shit. He's like, dude, he's the best. He was the best around, dude, at that time,
That's
Still his style. I see it in my head. I watched it on YouTube. You can watch his 10 tricks, a ripping.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
on
that's-
Misfits.
it's so bad. It's so grainy, dude.
I don't care. It's worth it, bro. I watch it. He's like,
I remember-
Rip Town.
I remember when he got the check. He's like, dude, I got a check for those 10 tricks. I didn't even know I was gonna get paid. I was like, you didn't sign no. He's like, yeah, I signed something. I don't remember though. I was like, dude, that's so rad. For Fuel TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Misfits. American Misfits.
What was it called? 10 tricks. Andrew Burton. Damn, that was a long time ago. How old was that?
Probably
15.
2000.
No, that was 16 years ago. Maybe 17 years. Because I was a kid. He was one of those guys. It was like it's a fairy tale to be around him. You know what I mean? And then I got to end up being his friend, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then I got to be friends with Ryan, and then you, and I was like, you guys. I'm like, dude, this is so sick.
So, dude, do you remember how we met? These guys, my neighbor was out trying to. He's like, how do you know this guy? And I'm like, and I was like, I told like 4 different stories of how we met, and I'm like, actually, I have no fucking clue how we met. I was like, wait, that's not how we met. We met, and I'm like, wait, that's not how we met. And I'm like, dude, I have no idea.
So I know for sure it was at the skate park because I saw you hanging out with Ryan and I think Josh McDougal and who else? There's a couple other people.
Oh, probably Adam and Brett.
Yeah, redhead, Sean White.
Yep.
Sean White.
Yeah.
So you were kicking it with those
but
dudes.
you guys, so like I used to take the bus from Manteca to Ripon to go skate, and I remember like I was the kid, I was like a grom, and you guys were all full and older, listening to music, just barbecuing, grilling out, and just chilling, and like all the cool skaters were in that group, and I was like, dude. So anytime I didn't like to walk over to the group of everybody, but anytime somebody would stray away, I'd kind of skate over and be like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah.
And I think you were like walking off or something, and I said, "What's up?" And then we started talking or something, and you're like, "Oh yeah, come chill over here or something." Like, sick, dude.
What
Over there, and then I
how
think
old were
Brandon
you,
came
bro?
up. I was like 16, maybe 17.
See, I knew it. That's what I was telling Danny. I was like, dude, he was a kid when I met him.
Had like an afro.
Yep, I remember that. And then I like met you again through Tim, and then I met you again through Zach, and then so I was like, I don't know. I was like, I met this fool like through skating, through music, And like, it's just weird. Like how me and you know, I was like, I met you
I
three
still
different
got the bonus tracks, the bonus track CD, the
the
album.
original one, the first one that came
It
out.
has the time glass on it.
Oh shit,
Running out
yeah.
of time. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's an old one. Here, I found the video, guys. Andrew Burton. Fuel TV,
classic.
10 Tricks, 18 years ago.
18 years. Damn.
Yeah, it's been a while.
18
Oh, look at
years
that
ago,
quality.
dude. Oh, yeah, quality's terrible.
Why don't you pause it and turn the quality up? Don't
Well,
be
yeah, I
scared.
can't go back in time, homeboy. It was
No,
recorded
look
before.
right there. You press that settings thing in the
Yeah,
at
he's
the
talking
bottom.
about the 780, 240. It doesn't have an option higher than 240, I'm sure.
Oh, dang, fool.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude. That doesn't
You-
go higher. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Here, I'll turn it up. I don't know if the mute. Let me do it.
Dude, I
again.
had a Bad Brain shirt and I used to skate around thinking I was like Andrew.
That's funny. That's so crazy. Forget how young you are, dude. Sometimes.
I met that kid when he had a skateboard that was screwed together.
Yeah, I broke
And
it
he
in the
was
middle.
still doing bigger tricks than me.
And his sister was super cool too. She was always super nice.
I remember meeting Andrew when he was like 6 years old, running on barefoot in Salida.
You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I spent a lot of time with Andrew, and I've like never seen him skate. To be honest, it's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. All right,
That
here we
is-
go. Let's watch this shit.
My name's Andrew Burton, and Derrick coming at you.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's a little quiet. Dude, that's the sickest trick right there.
The nollie.
Yeah. He did that in front of Cardiel. And Cardiel was like, what? What did he just do?
Dude. Dude, that's insane, dude. It's a 9-foot wall, bro.
No, hey, this one's the craziest right here. Watch when he back 180s it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hard way too, into the tranny. Look. Or no, he nollied it. That's what it was. Nollied.
Yeah.
Rip town.
Rip town.
Yeah.
Dude. Huge gap, bro.
Yeah, the hard way. the opposite way.
Mm-hmm. I just
Yeah,
keep
see,
waiting
that's
for
the
him.
one. That's the
Yeah.
one. That's 180.
Let's go back.
Oh.
Yes, it's fat, dude. This homemade funk beanie.
Oh,
I missed it.
Hey, watching him skate makes me so happy.
I miss him, bro.
Like, this is what a skateboarder is supposed to look like.
Dude, ripping's so weird that it raised people like this.
Dude, him, Frank Faria,
Yeah.
like,
Frizzle.
ah,
You remember Frizzle, bro?
dude, he's
Oh,
crazy, bro.
Dude, I see him pop around every now and again. I see him. Almost got it.
This is like the first place I've ever seen a bunch of pros. You know, like some of the
Really?
pros
Yeah.
used to come here.
I guess same for me, really. Oh, it's Spitfire.
Look,
that's
Wade
right.
Spire's right there. He's seen Wade Spire in the back.
Dude, that's so cool, man. Damn, bro.
Wade Spire,
Yeah.
the best 50/50s ever. He parked his
Damn.
what did he do? I think he parked his van or something up there and dropped in or grinded it or something, and he pushed the bench up and grinded the bench and popped back in the 9.
Oh god, dude, I've seen so much cool shit there. It's wild. It's
Mhm.
usually empty now, especially right now when it's so freaking hot. Right now, you could probably go. There'd be a bunch of people there.
Dude, everybody's been going to Lathrop in Oakdale.
Yeah, the Lathrop Park is pretty sick, dude. It's got like a little
Dude.
parkour section too, which is pretty rad.
That's the first park I went to when I got out of jail.
Oh yeah, the Lathrop one.
Yeah, I
The
got
new
picked
one
up
or
with-
the old one? Because there's
The
like a
new
new one. Okay, yeah, there's like a new one. It's pretty sick.
that has a gate around it now, but it didn't have a gate when I went.
Do you
It's
ever
the
try to
community center.
skate, Joseph?
what's that?
Do you ever try to skate?
No,
Yeah,
that's
just-
why. Well, I mean, I tried, but I never was nothing serious. But I also that's like why I've been kind of quiet. Like that's like not my world. I was just listening to you guys. I could tell all. Well, I could definitely tell Booger's passion for it, and like hearing you guys. I don't know anything about like opposite side and whatever. Like the terms. I don't know any of that stuff. But like I said, like I freaking hung out with Andrew a lot, and we used to all we did was like talk shit and laugh for like hella days. I remember hella laughing with him forever. And but I didn't I knew he was the badass skater, but I just never like was in that world, so I never saw him skate really till right now. That was like the most I've ever seen him skate. Like that was
It's crazy.
fucking
That's
awesome.
all there is too. There's like no footage of him.
Like I just
skating.
know him as like my friend who like was always with us whenever we went to play shows and shit in Tahoe and
He was always
Reno,
with
and
us.
he's just always
Yeah.
was with us. And so like I don't know him as the skater really, like you guys do.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about like that. I've never considered that before. What a
Mhm.
trip.
Yeah, sometimes you just know someone differently than everybody else. Like,
Exactly. Like everybody probably looked at him as a skater, that especially people that didn't know him, that just saw him that were like, God damn, that guy's fucking amazing. But he's just like my homie. And we
Yeah.
just used to talk. We just used to fucking be like, what was that one?
Hey
used to always
girl, what's your name is?
Yeah,
Be
we used to do
like-
that a lot. And then there's this rap that him
Oh,
and
the
Lindsay
rap.
wrote, and it was
right.
like, one of the parts was, if you fart a cum bubble, then I gotta charge you double.
Oh yeah, dude. I forgot about it. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. We used to be on road trips just singing the shit out of that and just coming up with the most ridiculous, like trying to say the most ridiculous thing you could think of.
Hey,
I
did
wish
you
I
hear
could
what
remember
Adam,
the
you
whole
saw what
thing.
Adam said in the comments?
Oh, you can find some of him in the Hella Cali skate comps on YouTube.
Hell yeah. That's hippie
Yeah.
Adam.
Damn, we got to get Adam on this podcast.
Dude, he smells like
too.
patchouli.
Always, dude. We got so Danny Boy wants to come on next week, which is the 17th, right? Then the 24th. Adam, you want to come on the 24th? Here, I'll pull up that video. What did he say? Oops.
We lost Booger.
Oh, we lost him. There he is.
he said he had to take a call.
No,
Oh,
I was clicking out of the chat and accidentally clicked out. Sorry.
Oh, see how you are, dude. Oh, there he is. Brandino.
Yarra.
Brandino. Gotta get
Yamra.
Brandon on here too, man. Shoot, I'll probably call him Brandon.
Dude,
You
do
want
a
to come on the
Brandon
pod,
episode.
Brandon? I would love to come on there, dude. He's got a cool story too, man. I also
Right.
met him when he was a little kid, you know?
Yeah, if I with Brandon's story, like I hated this kid. No offense, Brandon, but
Marcus
He
is
just-
closed-minded back in the day.
I was like just so like I didn't because of, like I was a decent skateboarder, but I was not good. And then I saw this kid come in, Brandon, just come smoothly through that park and just float everything.
Mark was like, can't listen to hip-hop and be a skateboarder.
Yeah. 100%.
Such a
100%.
hater, dude.
I was like, hip hop's easy to do, which now I know it's not because
Is not.
it's not easy to do. But then watching Brandon skate, I was like, dude, look at this little kid, dude. And dude, that dude floated everything and he just looked so good. So I was like, that can't be real. Can't be
No,
real.
He was
then-
badass, dude. No matter
Dude,
what he
was
did.
so good. He was
And
he
doing
gets
it
all-
all while listening to hip hop.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Our-
taught him. I
Our
taught him
listening to
everything he
haters
knows.
like me,
I taught him everything he knows.
Brandon.
Everything.
Yeah,
I
and
don't-
Scotty Payton. I taught Scotty everything he knows. Too.
When I was 9 years old, I taught them all everything.
Yeah,
You
I
and
just told
Brandon
them
are
I couldn't.
probably-
I couldn't do it, but I could tell them how to do it, and they did it.
You and Brandon are probably about the same age, I think.
No, Brandon's old, bro. He's like 45.
No, he's not.
I'm
motherfucker.
45,
Brandon's
bro.
a kid compared to me. I
No.
didn't even go to high school with him. He was younger.
Bro, Brandon could be your grandpa. I'm telling you.
You're probably right. He could though. He's very wise.
Oh, what about the Scotty gap though?
So
Peterson gap's
smooth.
cool, but it ain't nothing like the Scotty gap.
It ain't the Scotty gap. I don't think I see anybody hit the Scotty gap ever anymore. Well, I guess you got to be at the skate park to see it. So I definitely haven't seen it.
Yeah, and you don't
A
see
lot of
nobody
these
skating
guys
there
are
that much.
jumping in here.
Booger, you dummy.
Ricky Flip.
I haven't heard somebody call someone a dummy in a long time.
Brandon's like Michael Jackson, except without the weird stuff.
Hella.
Oh, this video is cool. I've seen this one.
Michael Jackson without the weird stuff. Is he like a perfect human being?
Yeah.
I want to go that far. I don't think anybody there is a perfect human being anywhere.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
dude,
no,
Marcus
we're
Jerome.
serious. We're
I
totally
think Marcus
serious.
Jerome is on this video doing dead drop off the freaking 9 to flat.
Yeah, Marcus is the same way. Where he was probably the guy that, or the kid where I went, oh shit! Like
There he goes, right there.
when I was hating on Brandon, I was just like, no, this is actually real talent.
Dude, when I first saw Marcus skate, he had long black hair.
Yeah, he still's got pretty long hair, but it's like curly.
No,
now.
I'm talking like hair down to his like knees, bro.
because he was little though, huh?
He was little and his hair was all the way down to his knees, past his butt.
Dude, I should put
And
him
he,
on
like,
the list too,
ripped.
man. It'd be fun to hang out with him too.
Big old stalefishes. Ryan.
Oh, there's Ryan. Shit, dude. I wonder if Ryan would come on.
Dude, he's out in Oregon. That'd be sick.
Is that Andrew? No. Dude, it's so green.
That's Josh
Bradley.
Madsen. Brad McClain. Steven Reeves.
Damn.
You know all the dudes. Shit.
Yeah, dude, Shredder.
He's on Creature. Now I think he like does stuff in Oregon.
Study your craft.
You gotta know your enemies, you know what I mean?
All right, Derek, who's your favorite skateboarder of all time?
My favorite skateboarder? Shoot. I would say Jason Adams or Ragdoll or Dandra Hobel. Andrew Burton.
Andrew Burton. Brandon
Yeah.
Yoshimura.
Look, there's Burton right there. That's Andrew.
Oh, right there.
He's the one,
Yeah.
yep, right there.
The blue freaking what
You got
was
the
it?
cutout
It was
shorts.
like it was like a pool cleaning shirt or something. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's Marcus, I think.
Dan Dribble. Dandra Hobel. And Ragdoll. I love Ragdoll. Look, there's Andrew.
Damn, I missed that guy, man. Fuck.
He's in Stockton last time I seen him.
I haven't seen him. Brandon said he'd been to him a couple times or just talked to him a couple times. Oh, Marcus.
Marcus.
Oh, that's sick, Ryan.
That's right.
Oh.
That's it.
But it's cool how like they'd have contests and like local rippers would come from everywhere, but like the home dudes would always take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Because there's just so shit. Look at him.
Damn, that was sick.
I've been watching him on Facebook and shit. He's been golfing or Instagram.
Mm.
I want to invite him, but he looks like he's way too good to be inviting. Oh yeah, I want to add him to.
So I'm so old. Jamie Thomas is my favorite skateboarder, but I haven't kept up.
So I have a fun story about Jamie Thomas.
Yeah.
He was selling some skateboards, like some old stuff from his garage thing. You know, he was selling used stuff that he had. And I didn't see any bandanas, but I remember him from the bandanas in the video game. So I messaged him and I'm like, "Hey, bro, can I buy one of your bandanas?" He's like, "All right." I was like, $50. He's like, "Cool." So
Do you
I
still
bought a
have it?
bandana.
You still have it?
Yeah, I got it in here somewhere. I think I'd be
You bought a
using it to wipe my
bandana
sweat.
for $50.
Dude,
Yeah, Jamie Thomas's bandana, bro. It's memorabilia.
it's not even his favorite skater. Mark wouldn't
It's
do
just
that.
to say I got that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I got it in here somewhere. It might be at work.
Tim, did you see Scotty's comment?
Yeah, that was his shirt from Alhambra.
Yeah, that's hella
That's
cool.
right. Andrew was the best out of anyone in the world. Truly the most authentic. Yeah, 100%, dude.
I mean-
It was so cool.
100% agree.
Andrew, I mean, Brandon was so good too. Let's be honest.
There was
Brandon
so
was
many
so
people.
good.
Yeah, he was so good too.
So good, bro.
Rippin just
It's the water.
gave people
Something in the water.
something in the
People
water.
say that, oh, there's something in the water, bro, and ripping.
Hey, you know what I started
a
thinking
lot of
about? This
talented
is
people.
fun. This will be fun. So I started thinking about that old phrase, "There's something in the water," because you look at different parts of the world and let's just say the country.
The
All
green
the
zones.
places that got crazy like crime rates and stuff like that got a lot of like depression stuff in the water. There's like that
Florida?
weird mineral stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, because a lot of people take like medication, and then you actually piss a lot of it out, and then it goes into the water. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know if that's the reason, but I know somebody did. It was some people at a college did a study on the different types of like. For some reason, there's medication stuff in the water. You know, like different levels of depression medications in the water. I don't know why,
Whoa!
but
In
the
America?
chart they had that had the high levels of certain whatever it is in that water. That area has high crime rates.
Oh shoot!
And I started thinking about, oh, there's something in the water. So I started thinking, man, everybody out there is good at skating from Rickon. Probably something in the water.
It's the fluoride, bro. It's the fluoride. Can you drink the water out there in Florida? Aren't you guys below sea level?
Dude, it's nasty, bro.
I bet, dude.
What's below sea level mean?
So like we're like I think we're like maybe 1,000 feet above sea level.
I don't think Florida's below sea level. Some of
Wouldn't that be under the water?
I'm
No,
dead at sea.
because it's like, you know,
Nah, because the world is round, bro.
you picture it like a bowl, right? Let me see.
Yeah,
No,
Joseph.
like New Orleans that's the lowest spot in America, right? New Orleans.
Act like you're
Probably.
smart, Mark.
So
It is the most like in danger of being under the Gulf of Mexico or whatever. Like it's
Oh, you guys are the same.
Let's not bring that up.
You're the same as us, I think.
We're gonna have to delete the video again if we bring up Gulf of Mexico again.
What
What, the
happened to
Gulf of America?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Damn
that
it!
whole
You
thing.
dropped it. You dropped it.
I
Look.
forgot about that.
That's old.
Booger,
Dude.
Booger, what were you gonna say though about the world being round or flat?
Oh,
No, he
yeah,
said
I was
it's
going to
round.
say, I wanted to do a song with you where we rap battle each other on if the world's round or flat.
That's a fucking great idea. I love that idea.
And then
So
we
we're-
can do green screens behind us and do little music videos and just post on TikTok. See what happens.
That's fucking sick. I'm down. It's a hella good idea.
It's perfect
Not,
because
but I also am open minded to the world being whatever. You know, I'm not like I'm not gonna say I know for sure anything. I feel like it's kind of dumb to say that because we really don't know anything. But I feel like, you know, there's plenty of evidence both ways. But yeah, I believe it's round just because the
I'm gonna disagree
Egyptians
with.
thought it was round.
There's no way you can't think that the world's round.
You can think whatever you want.
We have pictures that shows it that it's round.
But
Those
you
are
could prove that
composites.
those are, yeah, exactly.
It's a
just like
composite.
everything else. Like everything that you say
God
about the
damn
world
it.
being round, you can say something else about it being flat. Like it's just yes, that's why. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Like if I had to choose a side, I'd choose round. But
It's like,
anything-
did Val
anything's possible.
Kilmer in Tombstone say, "I'll be your huckleberry," or did he say, "I'll be your hucklebearer"?
Hucklebear.
See, there's evidence of him saying both ways.
But
I always thought it was hucklebearer.
I don't
because-
think that's similar to an argument.
No, it's
about
one of
the
those
world-
things. It's
world
one of those
being
things.
Flat.
It's one of those
the
things-
world is round. Come on.
It's one of those things where you could-
okay, let me ask. Is the world a spheroid or is it a pear?
No, it's flat with a dome.
I don't know the difference. So you're saying like a pear shape?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, what I was
Yeah,
trying to
no,
say,
the world is not perfectly round.
Tim,
I know that.
yeah, the center is like wider than a perfectly
Tim,
round.
is there any way you could pull this up? Type in, just find out, say,
X.
is the world pear-shaped?
Well, that's like a leading question.
The world's
Yeah,
not
but then you can
flat.
ask it if it's flat, and it's going to say it's definitely not flat.
It's
What
definitely
what
not.
I'm saying is you could find evidence either way. There's evidence online that supports three or four different arguments.
Neil
you know what I
deGrasse Tyson said the world is a pear shape, right?
mean? He's a pear shape.
He's got a fat ass.
he said the world's a pear shape, right? So I looked it up. There's people who say it's a spheroid pear shape. But the thing is, if you look at the old
Pear.
photo from NASA called the blue marble, it's that first photo that you see. You know, it's perfectly round. They say that's the photo. And my question Is it a spheroid? Is it a perfectly round object? Or is it a pear?
Oh,
It's definitely a pear, dude.
Because the picture shape that we have is totally round. It's not like that.
All right, so you guys are all agreeing it's not flat. Because
No,
I'm
I
just
say it's
saying
flat.
whatever gets you the most agitated. That's what I want to
I'm
say.
saying it's flat. And I could prove it.
you cannot.
All right, let's go. When are we going to
you
space?
You can say it's. So you're saying it drops off as a pear? It's just flat.
It doesn't drop off, it freezes before we get to the ends. And that's where you get the firmament. You get sky ice.
Okay.
We have a firmament.
I disagree.
I believe the world is shaped like a globe. Not a globe, but like a little the ones you shake like a snow
A
globe.
snow globe.
Dude,
Yeah.
why can't I see the
Okay.
picture. Big.
Like we're inside a fishbowl. You know what I'm saying?
But we're not, because we've traveled outside of the fishbowl. We've been there. We've done that. So it's, yeah, that's whatever Tim's sharing right now. That looks like what our Earth would look like, but it's still spherical.
Now go ahead and type in blue marble NASA photo. Blue marble NASA.
Yes, Massa. Blue marble NASA.
Okay,
That's
now
beautiful.
that's the photo you're talking about.
This one. This one. This one.
That's what I'm talking about?
Well, that's the first photo that NASA said, here's a picture of the world.
Okay.
Right? Now that is
It's too perfect.
exactly.
But it's still, it's spherical. It's round. It's definitely not flat.
Okay, so they say
It's
we're spinning.
spherish.
They say we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour to the east, moving at 66,000 miles through the universe, revolving around the sun. Everything is moving, but the only thing that doesn't move is Polaris, which is the North Star. Now, there's a bunch of old monuments and religious sites, old cultures that had built these monuments and things where there's holes and they line up on certain solar events and lunar stuff.
Yeah.
They line up. If we were moving throughout the galaxy at this speed, we wouldn't be able to see those things every single time for the last 5,000 years.
But they only
They do
line
it
up on
for-
certain days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're.
But it's because of
Because-
speed of light, though. It's
because we're moving,
away
right?
we're moving away from these things. So as we're moving away, light is still traveling. It's like you're freaking
So how long is it going to be if it's 5,000 years until we can't see it?
6,000. No, I don't know.
You always need more time when it comes to that. You know what I mean? You
How's
always need more
that
always.
your argument for not being round, though, and being flat?
He
Well,
just told
what do you
me, just
Like,
explained it.
if we're flat, we couldn't see that star. Because
But we have a dome.
I believe we are stationed. We're a station thing. Everything revolves around us. We're stationed and we can't be moved. We're on a firm
That's weird.
foundation.
That's
Okay,
I
weird.
know.
Copernicus.
I know.
They'll burn
It's
you
super
at the
weird.
stake,
'Cause
bro.
When I went to school, I learned that I learned everything that I told you about. So that's what I thought. And I started thinking about stuff, and I was like, hold on. So if we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour to the east, why can't a helicopter go up and float for a little bit and let the world rotate under it and land?
Well, they
You know what
have
I'm
that.
saying?
So
Yeah.
And then
We've
there-
seen that.
water
we
remains
talked about
water
that.
remains stationary unless an outside force is messing with it. You know what I'm saying? Water never stays on something going upside down.
So Derek, let me ask you: do you believe in gravity?
Gravity is what
Because I've heard some
we
arguments about gravity not being real and shit.
well no, so gravity is just what we describe that happens to events. Of something that comes up is going to come down. But depending on what is it, the weight, the buoyancy, and something else, the density. That's what defies gravity is all those things together. So you need gravity to say we're staying in here, spinning at all this stuff. But whether we say that or not, you can't prove. It's gravity is just a theory to where it's like, yeah, we believe this is what it is.
And I know I see a lot of stuff too that when it talks about it, it's like the thing is they run equations, right? They do the math on it and the math checks out, right? And then they'll check it against Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, right? And that's the thing is it's not definitive. So like that's why in the end you could because everything's based off of E equals MC squared, right? So but it's just a theory, and it's like, you know what I mean? There's always going to be that little spot where you could track it all the way back to Einstein and be like, well, that was just a theory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now there's another thing with it too.
And
is
it's
the
been
math.
disproven. Like
There's
different
a math that you have to do when it comes to if the world is round or flat. So the math is at the equator, it's I think 24,000 kilometers or something like that around the Earth. Like it's 24,000, whatever it is. There should be a point to where once that curve actually sets in, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to see past that point. Even if you have binoculars or a telescope or whatever it is, you shouldn't be able to see past that point.
So do you
You know.
think that the other planets? Do you think the other planets in the solar system are round?
All right. So this is weird, but I'm gonna say it. So I think the planets in the stars, not the stars, but the planets themselves, because planets they're known as wandering stars, right? They're all like almost the same, but those are the ones that stick to a specific pattern. So they're wandering stars. I believe those are the fallen angels' heavenly bodies, their celestial bodies that they left in the heavenly places to come here and sleep with the daughters of men and create the Nephilim.
So you don't think that planets are even things? Like,
I believe they're basically the bodies of angels that are left in the heavens.
do you think they're round?
I don't know if they're round. I know
Do you
the sun and the
believe-
moon's round,
Do you so? You
but
think
I
the
don't.
sun
I
and
don't
the
believe.
moon are
I don't
round?
believe the sun and the moon are created like we're created. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I believe we are specifically here in the center of the universe.
Okay.
God is watching over us. Everything revolves around us in the solar system.
I
You know
think
what I'm
that I think that if the sun is round and the moon is round and the planets are round, it only makes sense that we're round too.
So look, I just put this video in the comment section here. That video does the math. It does an experiment, and it proves it. So, I'm not. You guys can't see. Hang on, let me show you.
You're just watching by yourself.
It proves what?
You got to look up Eric Dubé. Watch
So
Eric
basically,
Dubé.
there's this guy who's like, it's not. You have to prove it to me. It won't change my mind. So what he does is throughout this video, he does this experiment where he does the math about the curvature of the Earth. So they send a sailboat out.
Right.
And they have all these trackers and stuff. And he's like, oh, well,
Right.
you could just make them go off course and then I won't see them.
Right.
And he's like, no, we're going to see. Here's all the math right here.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Right here's the math.
So, Derek,
No, I
just
got Prime.
you've traveled from Stockton to Florida.
Mhm.
So you've seen the curvature of the Earth.
No, because you can't even see it from 120,000 feet, and planes only go 35,000 at the most.
I've seen it, but I'm just saying.
What happens a lot of the time in airplanes is that glass is already curved. It's kind of bubbled. So you get a fisheye effect when you're looking out
Yeah,
of it.
come next. There it is. A area by base by whatever. He breaks it down. I know it's an interesting watch because
So
he does all the math. So he's like, okay, so do you agree that if it gets to this point that you shouldn't be able to see it? And he's like, yeah. He's like, all right. But if it's flat, you should be able to see it forever and ever and ever, never lose sight of it because they have like the super high powered lens that can see like infinite. And he's like, so if the Earth is flat, I should be able to see it no matter how far it goes with the highest powered lens or whatever, 3 miles. See? So I don't know. I'd like to see you watch that video, Booger, and then come back and tell me how it's wrong.
Oh, for sure.
Because
For
it
sure.
addresses
You gotta-
everything you've said. It addresses all that.
Yeah, that dude, Eric
There's a-
Dubé asks a bunch of questions and then says a bunch of stuff, does
This
the math
video
where I'm like,
is
that makes sense, dude.
there's
and
a
this video's
video
only 2 months
for
old.
for everything that you want to believe though at the same time. Like it's
I
like
don't want to believe. I don't want to be a weirdo.
not you.
Says the guy
personally.
with tattoos on his face.
No, I don't want
No.
to believe in some weird
No.
conspiracy stuff. But
No, what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I guess.
That's not what I'm saying. What
But
I'm
you
saying
are
is,
the guy that is believing in it. Sorry, Joseph.
what I'm saying is that
He's
for every way you can prove that it's round, you can also prove that it's flat with another. Like, there's another video that has an answer for every single thing that you can say about the world being round. There's another video that has an answer for that. Like, it's endless. It's like a rabbit hole. It's just that's why like even if he watches that video, or even if I watch a video, like, it doesn't matter. Like, because I'm gonna still be stuck on my shit, and it's hard to change anybody's mind to anything anywhere in the world. So
Bro,
like,
I
I'm gonna
didn't
be
start
watching
thinking
it.
this.
I'm gonna be watching this flat Earth video, going, already with a pre thing in my head, like, obviously the
But
Earth's
you
not
want to know
flat.
what's even
So
crazier is
I'm
what we're
gonna watch
talking about.
this video, and they could prove it's flat all they want in the
Yeah.
video, but in my head, I'm gonna be like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just like you could prove it's round in the video, and
Yep.
if in somebody else's head that believes the
Yep.
Earth is flat, it's bullshit. So it's kind of like,
I don't want to. My thing is, you can use science, but I'm not using science. I'm using common sense. Where it's
And
like,
also, you could use a thing
Wait,
that it's a
what?
psyop. There's a psyop to make everybody be confused. So I can't think of what it's called, but there's this tactic that they developed back in whenever was
Tim read a
to.
book one time.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Booger,
Go
what you
ahead.
just
guys
said
can go
was-
around in circles.
can be
It's like-
said on either side. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point. Like that. Like,
Yeah.
what you just said is exactly what somebody that believes the Earth is round would say.
Tim
I know.
just got mad.
I love it.
Laughed.
About
Do
what?
what?
What are you getting mad about?
It's because
him writing a book.
yeah,
Oh, because Mark said he read one book.
he read a book. He's like, I'm gonna come back on. So you really is it
Okay, go ahead.
is
Sorry.
it in your mind that you actually think it?
Mark's drunk. He's out of here. All he wants to do is just talk shit. He's not listening.
I drink a lot.
Yeah, we know.
All right, say it
But
again, Mark.
Do you actually think that, or do you want to be controversial about it?
Both.
Like,
No, so my whole thing is, this is like 3 months ago. Me and the owner of the barbershop, Keith, were talking, and he's like, "You think the world's flat?" And I was like, "No." And then he looked at me like, "You're lying." And I'm like, "I don't think the world's flat. What the heck?" So I went on YouTube later that day. I was like, "Is it flat? I don't know. I never thought about it." I started watching videos. I'm like, the thing is, everybody on the flat Earth videos, people are making fun of them in the comments. They're being mean and malicious, right?
Yeah.
Now you go and you see all these videos about people making fun of flat earthers, right? They're calling them dumb and stupid, and I'm like, okay, well, what do the flat earthers have to say? And the videos I'm getting are these just crazy people with barely any views. And then when I find out there's people who had a lot of views and they got their channel taken down, and you start learning about all this stuff of them shadow banning people, it's like, well, why are you not showing their stuff? Why are you taking them off the internet? Those are the people I want to see what they have to say. I don't need the government or the YouTube telling me I shouldn't listen to somebody. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you tell me I can't listen to them, I'm gonna go listen to it.
oh, of course, yeah.
So that's what I did. Is I just all right. So I found a couple people. They started talking about other people, and I started looking them up. And then I started watching their videos, and then they would just question stuff, and then they'd say, okay, well, it says this and this. Well, let's do the math on this and this. Let's do this project to this project. And you're like, okay, that's kind of a lie. And then you look at NASA, like me. Like I looked at what NASA and space and all that stuff they talk about. All the planets are named after Greek gods and Greek goddesses. Those are pagan gods. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian. Those are pagan gods. Those are demons to me. That's all evil. You know what I'm saying? So NASA, I learned NASA means deceive in Hebrew. Like
So
there's
do
so
you
much
think-
sketchy stuff.
do you think we went
Masons
to
and
the
all
moon?
that stuff. No.
Do you think we went to the moon? No.
Oh no.
Do you believe that everything's encoded in the Bible? Everything that's happened and has happened?
I don't know
There's a
about
lot
encoded, but I know that there's prophecies that have been fulfilled, and there's prophecies being fulfilled, and there's prophecies that are going to be fulfilled.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
But
it's
the same
scary,
thing
bro.
about
'Cause,
that
like,
is
it's-
there's a
it's
guy
literally
who
scary,
like
'cause I don't
studied
even-
that whole thing and did all the math and was like all these dates lined up with like JFK being killed, the pyramid, all this shit, and then all this future stuff. He made predictions and it all came true. But
But
then
then
you go,
not only that, bro, is like I know the Bible's true for myself to understand it. You know what I mean? But to look at other religions and see what they learned and who their gods were and their backstory of ancient civilizations, They all had something in common, you know what I'm saying? And the Bible talks about all that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? It's just learning how to break stuff down and divide it the right way to where it's like, oh my God, this is crazy. Because it's like a history book. It's not just fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, because I didn't care about it before. And I started
But
looking into it. I'm saying, oh my God.
the problem
And then
is the Bible has been rewritten by man so many times. Like, so it's like, how do you obsede that? Like, so it's just written by man. It's not written by God. It's not written by Jesus. It's not written, So it's just like, which which uh, which religion are you going to perceive?
so the Bible says that scripture is inspired by men who are filled with the Spirit of God. So basically, in a sense, these
Which
are men.
Bible? Which Bible says that though?
This would be the King James version and the New King James. I don't mess with any other Bibles outside of that.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of them, they change words, they mess with stuff. You know
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? To
because
where
it's translated, so
Mhm.
it's going to be messed with. The
Yeah.
words are going to be uh, construed. So how do you?
So, but
How do
like I
you?
like I like a lot of older pastors and doctors and stuff that talk about like scripture and stuff. And the way that they describe it is how it went from like it was written in three different languages. It was like Latin, Greek, and Hebrew, and then it was translated from there. And and then I learned like Jesus spoke Aramaic. So a lot of people back then spoke Aramaic. So then you can kind of look and see like, okay, well, they're doing this and this. Well, what do modern day scholars who know this language, what do they say about it? And they can be like, okay, this means this is this. So now people can like go back and translate it, and there's like, I don't, I'll listen to everybody, but I don't take everybody's word. I do my own research on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, the Bible says that all scripture is spirit inspired by the Spirit of God. So these men are possessed under the Spirit of God, writing all this crazy stuff, writing all these stories of people they never met and stories of people they'll never meet, talking about all this crazy stuff that's going to happen in the world, like thousands of years before it happened. You know what I'm saying?
So look, shit just got dark real quick. But look, this cognitive warfare. There's this guy. I think his name's Durant or something, and he talks about. It took me forever to find it because I couldn't remember what it's called. But it talks about right here. So cognitive warfare is a form of conflict that focuses on influencing or disrupting an adversary's thinking and decision-making process, often by leveraging technology, social engineering to manipulate perceptions and attitudes. So I listened to this long ass thing about this like a long time ago, but it made me think of it right now when you guys were talking about it. But the erosion of trust. So cognitive warfare can undermine public trust in institutions, media, legitimate sources, and then down here, critical thinking erodes critical thinking. And what's the other one? Oh, propaganda. So spreading false or misleading information, and then exploiting human vulnerabilities to trust and that. It's like, so watch. Let me see if I can find the guy and have you listen to the speech that he gives.
So the whole point is, I just think that most religions are very common, but
Mhm.
they're the translation of it is not as similar as most people think. That's why we do have all religions have wars, because I think all religions are supposed to be based in like peace, love one another, and then they start wars.
So Jesus said, "I did not come to bring peace, but I came to bring a sword."
Okay. Did he really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He said, "I'm here to set mothers against daughters, fathers against sons." You know what I'm saying? I'm here to split
I
them.
don't. I did not read that part of
Yeah,
the Bible.
yeah. Jesus said, "You're either for me or against me. There's no other way around it." You know what I'm saying? He drew that line in the grass. But the thing
Okay.
is all these other religions around the world have stories of men reaching up to the gods, trying to say we're worthy enough to get ourselves into heaven. We could do these good deeds. All these good things were morally right. We're doing all these great things. We deserve to go to heaven, right? With Jesus and the Christians, we don't believe there's anything we can do to earn our salvation. It's a gift from God. And on top of
But
that, we
no,
didn't reach up to
all you got
God.
to do is pray and ask for forgiveness, and then you just go to heaven. Like,
Well, the thing is all these
I
other
just
religions.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna chime in here, and we're gonna change the subject
Sorry.
because
All right.
I found an argument to shut this down. Isaiah 40:22 states that God sits above the circle of earth, which some interpret as a reference to a spherical earth.
It's a
so it's in
circle.
the Bible. It's a circle.
Circle.
Yeah,
No
circle
globe.
could be flat, could be round.
How about you look up
Are
the
circles flat
foundations
or
of the
round?
earth will never be moved?
Are circles flat or round? This is something we can know. Like, we can't know all these other things. These are all things that you can't know. Circles are flat. Okay, well, the earth is flat. There, it's in the Bible. I want to ask you guys a question. Have you guys seen the movie Sinners, dude? Now,
No.
It's a good segue, bro. Have you
We
guys
don't-
ever seen the?
We don't
you ever
have the
seen-
egg money.
Have you ever seen the movie From Dusk Till Dawn?
No.
So this is
Yeah,
like
that's
very
the
similar till Dusk Till Dawn.
Wait,
but
you
like-
never seen Dusk Till Dawn?
No.
You
You
serious?
said no.
I'm not that old, bro.
I thought Joseph said
True.
that. No.
It's
I
true.
know. I love that movie. I cannot believe you've never seen
So
it.
it's-
That's
it's
insane.
It's like a vampire movie, right? But it
Do you
doesn't
watch
start
a lot
out
of
as a
movies in
vampire
general?
movie.
No.
You don't watch a lot of movies in general?
No.
Okay, that makes sense then.
I
Yeah,
watch
me too.
YouTube shorts. I'm like 2 minutes. I'm on to the next video.
Okay, that makes sense. Then.
Oh, he's
He-
like, I ain't got
he
no. I ain't
believes
got
the
that attention
world
span
is
for a whole
flat.
movie.
And
Yeah, I'm
then-
on my phone the whole time.
That's Still Dawn is
Salma
a
Hayek's in it.
classic, man. So good.
It's got Salma Hayek, Cheech and
Salma
Chong.
Hayek
Cheech
is-
and
Is that that movie
So hot.
director?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
It's a sick
Yeah, he's
movie.
cool.
Anyways, I watched this movie Sinners, and it like it had the same kind of feel as this. Like, it wasn't like the story wasn't the same. Like, this nothing else, but just like the feel. Like, I was like, dude, this has got like straight Dusk Till Dawn vibes going on.
Mhm.
And when I started watching it, I thought it was going to be about you guys know about Black Wall Street and how they burnt it all down. Like, there was a place.
Why would you think it was about that?
Well, because the first 10 minutes, that's kind of what they allude to. They kind of make you think that, and then they like flip it on you. Because that's kind of what Dusk Till Dawn does. It like flips it and turns into some fucking crazy ass movie, you know? So
Like
that movie's just
this movie's like in the 1700s though, right?
The Sinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar. So basically, they come back to like they come from free Chicago, right? They're black guys. It's Michael B. Jordan or whatever.
Yeah,
And he plays both. He plays twins, and so like they come back. They got hella money. Like they pulled some kind of lick or whatever. They're back. We're not really sure what they're doing, but they're like gathering up all these people, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this club tonight." And then it's fucking cool, dude. And I kept guessing, and I'm like, because I knew nothing about it, nothing.
I'm already bored of this conversation.
Well, you can leave. So then we watched it, bro, and I was like, dude, this fucking movie was epic. It was so fucking good. It was really awesome.
Another-
All right, Mark Stroke,
Okay.
you might want to
I
wrap
got
it up.
another fun one for you.
See?
All right, I'm probably gonna leave then.
How about the world is only 6,000 years old?
It's older than that.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's way older, bro.
Uh-uh.
I am that
Were you
old.
there? I don't even know how old I am. They tell me I was born May 9th, 1981, but I don't necessarily.
You're 52.
I don't remember. Like, I guess I
52.
was there when I was born, but I don't know what day it was.
See, this is one time I will actually agree with Tim because same
Only
thing. I'm just like, fuck, dude. Old? Am I really this old? I guess I am.
prove it.
They
Prove
tell
it.
me.
Prove it.
No one can prove it.
Somebody can. There's evidence against it and for it.
Yeah, sure. Talk to my mom and my dad, and I think their timelines are different than mine. So
you don't think fossils
Millimeters.
are old? You
Metric-
don't think fossils are millions of years old?
I think
No.
metric system's a better way of measuring than standard.
I think most of the fossils are from the flood.
It's more accurate.
about 45
millimeters are way more
4,500
accurate
years
than
ago.
16th inches and 8th inches.
Speaking of millimeters in the metric
I
system,
mean, that's what we're talking about right now. It's just like, it's kind of getting boring. I'm bored. I'm super bored with these conversations. I'm sorry, Booger. No offense, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's like we can't prove it one way or the other. And we can sit here and go back and forth and back and forth. But like, none of us know. Unless you
I know.
know.
I did
Dude,
know.
transcend already then. What are you doing down here? This shit
I'm telling you.
sucks. Transcend
why-
that shit.
That's
Get
why
up
we
outta
hit 30
here.
million so the world could hear my message, bro.
Well, fuck. I hope so, dude. There
We
ain't
get a
nobody
cult.
watching this.
I know we're gonna start a cult.
No, it gets playbacks though. It gets.
Been
Let's start
there.
a cult. Let's start a cult where we just focus on positive things and we don't be negative. We just be
Now
thankful.
war.
Oh,
We just start
let's do
war
that.
and
Let's do
arguing.
that. Can we use water guns in this war?
Yes.
And can we wear white t-shirts
And wigs.
and tidy whities, bro?
And
Ball
white wigs.
hammocks. You ever wear
We
those
gotta
chonies?
wear wigs like judges or like
'Cause they have-
Abraham Lincoln or what's his
'Cause
name?
It's
George
because they have
Washington wigs.
syphilis, and syphilis makes your hair fall out. That's what I read in a book. At least that's what Mark was going to say.
Oh, horrible.
I beat him to the punch, bro.
That's why you're bald.
I'm not bald. I got heck of
wear a
hair,
hat.
bro. Look at this.
You're bald, bro. Easy.
Dang. Just pick on Tim Day, dude. I didn't know.
I know. At least you don't
Alright.
look like Uncle Fester.
Let's look it up. Uncle Fester.
Mm-hmm. From
that
Adam's
reminds
Family,
me.
that fat bald.
Isn't that that's
Adam's
George? That's
Family, bro.
Christopher Lloyd, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, I know stuff. I know stuff, dude. Like I do know stuff, and I didn't read. I didn't
See,
even read
I know
that.
stuff.
I didn't even read that. I just freaking
You just-
knew that because the universe, bro. So, what is the universe then?
What's
It's
the
round.
universe?
The what? Oh yeah, play that song Booger did. Turn that shit up.
Yeah, if they ain't got no Modelo's, I'm sipping on Coronas.
Did you ever play
I
that
live the
rectangular
beach or the
song?
barbershop, that's my main persona. Got a chip up on my shoulder, wrist big as a boulder. They say I'm coded rapping, boy, I'm still getting colder. But I'm spitting hot fire like Dylon out in Florida. Made a trip across the states just like I hopped aboard it. Public enemy, man, I can't do nothing for you. I'm getting crawfish Willie's way when I place my order. That means it's nice
Are you
and
playing
juicy.
anything? I
Full
can't
studs
hear
like Lil Boosie. Redheads like I love
Can't hear
Lucy.
it?
Wanna dine me,
Oh,
wanna
I
choose
can
me.
hear you,
With
but I
Buddy
can't hear
Holly
you.
glasses looking just like Gary Busey.
I can hear
Feel
it.
like Pops on Friday when I see a little cutie. Not one is bad and bougie.
Hearing nothing.
Really, you're not hearing that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's weird. We can all hear it. That's not cool.
Why can't he hear it? That
Not
doesn't
cool,
make
bro.
any sense.
Not cool at all. Yeah, why would we all hear it, but you can't hear it? That's crazy.
Booger,
Emma
can you
did
hear
something.
this? Can you hear this?
Nothing.
Damn it.
That was funny because it was actually crickets, and then you said, "I don't hear nothing."
We gotta fix this.
Did you hear the applause earlier, Booger?
I just hear myself.
You didn't hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah, that's weird. It must be a setting on your side or something. That's strange.
No way.
Audio, automatically adjust volume, reduce background.
Well, that
noise.
sucks because I really want to listen to those songs with you being able to hear them.
I know that'd be cool.
That would be ideal.
What the heck? Why can't we put it on the screen? Because I could hear stuff when it's on the screen.
Yeah, you'd have to screen share, which is super easy. You just hit this button and you hit screen share, and then you hit share screen, and then you pick window, entire screen, or Chrome tab, and you just click share, and then you go like this. Boom.
If I screen share,
So I was wrong, dude.
Dude, you're so wrong.
You're
Told you
always
it's only
wrong.
6,000.
Hey, I may not be fucking always right, but I'm never wrong, bro.
I'm learning.
Until you were wrong right now.
So I heard it was because of syphilis. Syphilis.
That was my aunt's name.
Syphilis and wigs.
I had that
Baloney.
once.
Yeah, see, look, I'm also right. I'm right and wrong, so it balanced out. disease. One symptom of syphilis was hair loss, which would lead to baldness. To hide their baldness, maintain fashionable appearance, men of time often wore wigs. Booyah. Fucking so smart, dude.
Yeah, you are.
So fucking smart, dude. Jeez. I was in the GATE program. I don't know if you guys know this.
That's a
Yeah, you
great
like boys.
program.
It was for gifted and talented. That's what it stands for. No big deal. But I didn't want to leave my friends because I would have had to move to a different school and like jump up a grade. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I fucking cried about it. I forgot about it. I kind of like vaguely remember my mom was talking about it the other day. I was like, oh shit.
Booger, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm really
Thanks
happy
for
for your 30 million
back.
videos. For your 30 million views, it's amazing.
Thanks for coming
Thanks,
on my
dude.
back.
Coming on my back. That's
We
fine.
didn't even talk about this. Yourselves. You got to unmute yourself.
I don't know what all these other people are talking about, but I'm the original Eddie.
That's Brandon's band. Jim's band.
The original Eddie. What am I missing there?
It was a Roto-Rooter like commercial, right?
Roto-Rooter sent me a package to make a video, and then they reposted it.
Oh yeah.
That's sick, dude. Blowing up, dude. I love it. Well, yeah, when Joseph gets back, we'll let you go, man. And we'll freaking dip out. This was sick, dude. I mean, we had all the homies in here, but on the playback, if you guys just made it this far in the video, put Roto-Rooter in the comment section. We'll hashtag you a legend. Make sure you go subscribe to Derrick's channels. Skateboarding Barber across all platforms, right?
Yeah.
So I'll put it in the comment section here.
Let's go, baby.
Thank
So
you.
proud of you,
Thank
kid. Proud of you, kid.
Thank you for all your help.
Welcome. I think I'm just more moral support than anything.
Nah, you help out. You do your work.
Do the work at Skateboarding
Do the
Barber
work.
on IG, YouTube, Facebook.
Facebook.
Where'd Paul go? I think he has to check on his dog or whatever. You got anything you want to shout out? You want to shout out some of your brands? Caliber Clippers, obviously the best. I don't know how many barbers we have in here, but
Yeah, man, we got Caliber Clippers hooking it up. Don Juan Pomade hooks it up on the regular. Shout out to Mickey. Shout out to Keith at Grimsman. Shout out to Where You At Seafood in Navarre Beach, Florida.
oh
The
yeah,
homie T-Paw. I love that place, bro. They
I
got
know.
crawfish and crab.
Do you make
They
some
got-
sick videos for them
They
too?
got gumbo, bro. I love that place.
That's tight, and that's in
Sick.
Destin, right?
That's in Navarre, or not Navarre. Sorry. Where is it? Is it Navarre? I think Navarre.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah,
far
Navarre
from you.
Beach. Yeah, it's towards Pensacola.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like 40. It's 45 minutes from me, but it's worth the drive.
That's tight. That's hella tight.
That was sick.
Well, sick, dude. Well, fucking hey, dude. Let's hope this video keeps going. Let's hope it turns into some actual cash flow. Let's hope we get some more butts in the fucking chair over there at Grimsman, man. Keep you fucking
Yeah, bro.
vibing, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, dude. We'll see you on the next one. The next update.
All right, buddy.
All
Thanks for
right.
having me. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Later.
Love you, man.
Peace.
Peace. Sick. All right. We'll see you guys. Episode 39 will be next week.
30.
Next week,
All right.
we have a guest, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
That'll be the 17th. We'll have a guest. I don't know who, but we'll advertise for it.
I still like the idea of getting our dads on here.
Well, let's arrange it. Get it set
I
up.
agree. Let's do it.
Let me know. My dad's pretty flexible, but yeah, I'll probably have. I don't know.
My dad's a gymnast.
Yeah, my dad's a flexible gymnast. All right, fuckers. We'll see you next week. Peace.